Ooh. Hello. Okay. I have been doing the artist way for about 2 weeks now. That means that I've done 2 artist dates already. And I've got the check-in here. So now it'll kind of be consistent of like every week. It'll be week 1, week 2, week 3, etc. This first week was all about the morning check-ins, fear and affirmation, and writing down the affirmations and seeing what the blurts are, and then also what the shadow artist is. I wrote something out of this part here that it's on page 33, that if you believe in a negative, you will in turn believe in something that cements it in reality. So if you are starting to believe in like a negative thing, then your brain, to try and make sense of it, grounds it in reality so that it becomes tangible and real, and not fiction. That I have found. So I'm going to answer. Where are we? I'm going to answer the check-in questions, and let's just see what happens. Okay, so how many days this week did you do your morning pages? 7 out of 7, we always hope. How was the experience for you? I am very proud of myself that I have been doing them every single morning. When I wake up, I write it down all in this. Yeah, I've been doing it every single morning. The first few days, I think I said in the last video that what the purpose of it is to stop you from like really listening to fear or listening to your sensor, and just kind of move throughout your day and throughout life and throughout creativity. Just make decisions in general based on listening to the universe, listening to you, listening to the artist child and allowing it. I have found that I have been a little bit more fearless. I have, since starting these, like, been making plans in my life and actually saying that I'm going to do them, and allowing myself to want it and want things that seem bigger than my current reality right now. Because beforehand, I feel like I was just letting fear take over, rather than just, doing it and letting myself feel like I can be doing it. So that's kind of cool. I've planned a few things this year, which is massive already. Just even like week 1 is so sick. I definitely feel like there's some magic in there. Some days are really hard. The first few days I looked over the past entries, and that was really bad, because then the next day and day after that I was thinking too much. I still feel the resistance when I'm writing. That's kind of difficult, but I push past that and I find something every day, which is cool. Did you do your artist date this week? Yes, of course. We always hope, and yet artist dates can be remarkably difficult to allow yourself. What did you do and how did it feel? So last week, what did I do? Oh, I had a beach date. So I took all my stuff and went to the beach and read and drew something on Procreate on my iPad. That was really cool. That just felt nice. It felt nice to like just not really be thinking about things that I need to do that's, you know, with productivity and stuff. It was just, I was just doing. And yeah, that felt really good. That felt really good. And then this week, I did this week, as in yesterday, I did some painting. I'll show you what I did. I'm actually really excited. What I found. It might not be like the best thing in the world at all, but I think it was awesome, an awesome experience to just let whatever come out. Yeah, I think the main thing in that moment was that I allowed myself to just feel how I wanted to feel. Sorry about the talking in the background. It has been difficult here. This week, or these past 2 weeks of doing the morning pages, I think it's made me realize a lot of deep truths and really how much I've been living and listening to the sensor in my head and listening to fear and not allowing myself. But then I think the hard truth of that is also realizing where that's come from in your life and realizing that it still exists. Like, the source of that fear is still existing and still affecting me. So I'm trying. So maybe if you sense a bit of fear in me and a little bit of resistance, that's what's happening. Yeah. So the artist date, I think it was nice to just sit there and really feel like I was a kid. I was sitting there, put a vibe on, put some incense on, and I was just painting. You know, I spent some money, just got some paint supplies, not that much. These are like all from the Reject Shop, the $2 shop, you know. Yeah, and I'm gonna do that every week, every Wednesday. I love it. It was cool. I've been wanting to paint by myself for ages, and now I actually allowed myself to do that. And then the last one, oh, well, I feel like I've already talked about this. The last one is, were there any other significant issues this week for your recovery? Describe them. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but there is sounds. That's okay. You know, people talk. But it's been very hard to deal with outside sources, and as I was saying, that fear, that source of fear, fully taking accountability for my own, you know, fear and everything. However, I'm taking accountability for myself to not let myself be affected by it, and to not let myself accept it, which is the conversation about boundaries. I've lately tried to set boundaries in my life, and it has not been easy. It's one thing to get yourself to the place where you want to set boundaries and you do say it, but it's another thing when you do say it and most times the person doesn't react the way that you need them to. So then you just feel guilt, and then now you're in an uncomfortable situation. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, it's so uncomfortable. There's a lot of anxiety that comes with that, and then again, there's fear. And I think maybe that's the real test. So yeah, it's been a wild week, 2 weeks, all starting in this. In terms of creativity, yeah, I think I'm not there yet, and I think I'm okay with that. I've planned out this year with the freedom of knowing that I will grow and evolve throughout this whole course. But we'll see. I don't really think I have too much to speak on other than that I am trying. Oh, I've also been so much more comfortable starting more active things. So now I do jiu-jitsu and I do Pilates. So sick. Yeah, that's something that I think I was fearful of because of just interacting with other people and I don't know, just fearful things. So I've been doing that and that's been really cool. Been eating healthier, been trying to get my sleep better, finance is really good. Yeah, so far so good, but a lot of fear and a lot of painful things happening. So, ta-da.